Have you ever found yourself asking, quietly, in the still moments of your day, why do hurt people hurt people? Maybe it's after a breakup. Maybe it's after someone you loved walked away. Or maybe it's just a thought that lingers whenever someone's actions don't match the love you gave them. It's a question that feels both simple and impossibly complex. And if you're here, listening to these words, I want you to know that it's okay to feel that sting of confusion, that whisper of fear that love can hurt this way. It's okay because your heart is still learning, still growing, still healing. When we look at hurt people hurting others, it's tempting to respond with anger, or even worse, to turn that pain inward, blaming ourselves for their behavior. But the truth is, hurt people not because of you, not because of anything you lacked, but because they are carrying weight that they haven't learned how to release. And that weight, pain, loss, fear, disappointment, neglect, sometimes comes out in ways that touch the people around them, and often, it comes out unconsciously. Think about the times you've been hurt, the heartbreak that brought you here. It's natural to replay the moments, the words, the actions, and ask yourself, did I do something wrong? But in truth, the pain you feel is a reflection of someone else's unresolved story. People who hurt others often carry old wounds, childhood fear, past heartbreak, or years of neglect. Those wounds didn't start with you, and they aren't about you, even if it feels personal. I want to tell you a small story. Not a story about anyone hurting you, but about the way this cycle works. Imagine a woman, let's call her Lena. Lena's partner grew up in a home where love was conditional, where showing emotion was risky, and where kindness was often traded for compliance. As an adult, he wanted love, he craved closeness, but every time he felt it, old fears whispered in his ear, you'll be abandoned, you'll be rejected, you must protect yourself. So when something small triggered him, perhaps a disagreement, perhaps nothing at all, he lashed out, emotionally or even subtly. His hurt became hers to feel, but not because she caused it. She became the mirror of his old wounds. This is not to excuse the hurt, not to minimize it. Lena felt the sting, the tears, the confusion. And you know what? That's valid. What's important is recognizing the pattern and understanding that the person who hurt you is often hurting themselves more deeply than they are hurting you. Their actions are the echo of old pain, sometimes shadowed by fear, sometimes by habit. And this is where your own healing begins, not in changing them, not in understanding why they acted as they did, but in giving yourself permission to feel what you feel. Heartbreak leaves a wound, yes, but it also leaves a doorway. Every tear, every moment of fear, every night of reflection is a chance to look inside and discover the quiet strength you carry. You see, healing doesn't start with fixing the other person. It starts with tending to yourself. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your own heart in your chest. Recognize the courage it took to show up, to give love, to open yourself even knowing the world could or did hurt you. That courage is not small. That courage is the first step in a new story. And your story deserves care, attention, and kindness from you, first and foremost. Often, after heartbreak, fear tries to take root. Fear whispers, if they hurt me, will everyone hurt me? Am I not enough? Should I guard my heart forever? It's a natural reaction. But the truth is, fear is just a signal, a message from your heart that something needs tending. Fear doesn't have to control your actions. It doesn't have to define the way you love. Instead, it can teach you what to nurture inside yourself, how to rebuild trust in the world, starting with trust in your own heart. Reflection is also essential. Ask yourself gently, what patterns am I seeing? How did I respond? What did I learn about my needs, my boundaries, my resilience? Reflection isn't about blame, it's about clarity. It's about seeing the gift hidden in the heartbreak. Maybe it's learning what kind of love is truly safe for you. Maybe it's learning the strength of your voice, your heart, your instincts. Heartbreak has a strange generosity if we allow ourselves to see it that way. And hope, oh hope, must be invited back in. It's easy to close the door after being hurt, to whisper to yourself that the world is unsafe, that love is dangerous. But love is not a punishment. Love is the very force that allows healing to happen. It is the thing that reminds you of your softness, your capacity for tenderness, your ability to care deeply. When you open yourself to hope, even just a little, you plant a seed. A seed that will grow into trust, into joy, into a love that reflects the care you now give yourself. So, why do hurt people hurt people? because their hearts carry pain they haven't yet healed, because they are often unaware of the ripple they create, and because life's old wounds shape how we show up in the world. But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to carry that pain for them. You don't have to absorb it or let it define your life. You can hold space for it, acknowledge it, and then gently place it down, reclaiming your heart, your peace, your freedom. Healing after heartbreak is not linear. Some days you'll feel strong, other days raw. Some nights quiet tears may fall, and that is okay. Healing is a river, sometimes slow, sometimes rushing, but always moving toward clarity, toward restoration, toward light. And every moment you choose yourself, every act of self-kindness, every breath of acceptance, you are moving forward, building resilience, and learning to love without fear again. If you are listening to this now, know this. Your heart is not broken beyond repair. Your heart is not too tender, too sensitive, or too open. It is strong in ways you have yet to fully see. And even though hurt exists in this world, even though people can sometimes wound unintentionally or carelessly, your capacity to heal, to grow, and to love again is infinite. The hurt you've carried does not define your worth. The love you've given does not make you fragile. It makes you alive, it makes you brave, it makes you whole in your own unique way. So as you move forward, remember this gentle truth. Hurt people, yes, but you, dear listener, are not bound to repeat that cycle. You can choose kindness without losing yourself. You can honor your feelings without giving your power away. You can open your heart again, cautiously or fully, knowing that the strongest love begins within you, in the way you hold yourself, protect yourself, and nurture yourself. And in those quiet moments when fear or doubt creeps in, when memories sting or old wounds whisper, breathe. Remember that the world can be gentle, that your heart is capable of immense resilience, and that even after heartbreak, even after witnessing the ways hurt travels from one soul to another, there is still beauty, there is still hope, and there is still love waiting, starting with the love you give yourself. So ask yourself softly, without judgment, what do I need today to feel safe, to feel held, to feel seen? And then give it to yourself, little by little. Each act, no matter how small, is a stitch in the fabric of your healing, a gentle reminder that your heart is not only capable of surviving pain, it is capable of thriving, of loving, and of opening again with courage and grace. And always, always remember, the hurt you've witnessed is not your fault. The love you've offered is never wasted, and your heart is strong, soft, and unbreakable in its capacity to heal. One day, perhaps sooner than you think, you will see clearly how the pain you experienced taught you the depth of your own strength, and you will smile softly, knowing that the cycle of hurt ends with your love for yourself. Because at the heart of it all, when hurt meets healing, when pain meets understanding, when heartbreak meets self-compassion, you realize something quietly profound. Hurt people, yes, but you, dear one, are free to choose love, hope, and joy. And that choice is yours, always. If this video spoke to your heart, please hit the like button to let me know it helped. Subscribe for more gentle guidance on healing and self-love, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of encouragement for your heart. I'd love to hear from you too. Share your thoughts or your journey in the comments below. Sometimes just knowing you're not alone is the first step toward healing. And if you know someone who needs this reminder today, share this video with them. Remember, your heart is strong and you deserve love, kindness, and hope. Thanks for watching.